History remembers great leaders, men and women of vision. Caliph Muhammad Al-Radi Billah was one such leader. He led the Abbasid Caliphate during a time of great change. His wisdom and compassion left a lasting mark on the world. Caliph Al-Radi's story is one of faith, it is a story of justice, and it is a story of unwavering dedication to his people. He understood the weight of leadership, he ruled with a firm but gentle hand. His reign was marked by peace and prosperity. He was a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. Let us delve into the life of this remarkable man. Let us uncover the lessons we can still learn from him today. Muhammad Al-Radi was born into a life of privilege. He was surrounded by scholars and intellectuals, but he was never one to take his position for granted. From a young age he displayed a thirst for knowledge. He spent countless hours in the library. He immersed himself in books of religion, philosophy and history. His grandfather, Caliph Al-Muqtadir, recognized his potential. He saw in him the makings of a great leader. Al-Radi was groomed for leadership. He received the finest education. He was mentored by the wisest men of his time. But it wasn't just formal education that shaped him. Al-Radi was deeply religious. He found solace in prayer and meditation. These spiritual practices instilled in him a strong moral compass. It was this compass that would guide his decisions as caliph. When Al-Radi became caliph, he made justice his priority. He believed that a just ruler was a righteous ruler. He personally oversaw many court cases. He listened attentively to both sides. He was known for his fairness and impartiality. One famous story tells of a dispute between a wealthy merchant and a poor farmer. The merchant accused the farmer of stealing. The farmer pleaded his innocence. Al-Radi investigated the matter thoroughly. He discovered that the merchant was trying to exploit the farmer. Al-Radi ruled in favor of the farmer. He reprimanded the merchant for his dishonesty. This act of justice resonated throughout the caliphate. It cemented Al-Radi's reputation as a fair and compassionate leader. Caliph Al-Radi was not an aloof ruler, detached from the concerns of his people. He genuinely cared for their well-being. He would often walk through the streets of Baghdad disguised as a commoner. This allowed him to witness firsthand the struggles of his subjects. During his reign, a severe drought struck the land. Crops failed. People were going hungry. Al-Radi took immediate action. He opened the royal granaries. He distributed food to the needy. He even refused to eat until the crisis had passed, showing solidarity with his people. His compassion extended beyond his own subjects. He was known for his tolerance of other religions. He protected the rights of Christians and Jews within the caliphate. He believed in the inherent dignity of all people regardless of their faith. Section 5. Patron of Knowledge. Al-Radi's support for scholarship. Caliph Al-Radi was a scholar in his own right. He understood the power of knowledge. He believed it was the key to progress and enlightenment. He made education a cornerstone of his rule. He generously funded schools and libraries. He invited scholars and thinkers from all over the world to Baghdad. He turned the city into a thriving center of learning. The famous House of Wisdom flourished during his reign. It became a beacon of knowledge, attracting the brightest minds of the age. Al-Radi's patronage led to groundbreaking advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. He left behind a legacy of intellectual curiosity. He instilled in his people a love for learning that would last for generations. Section 6. Navigating a turbulent era. Challenges and triumphs. Al-Radi's reign was not without its challenges. The Abbasid Caliphate was vast and complex. There were internal power struggles and external threats. Al-Radi faced these challenges with wisdom and courage. He skillfully navigated the political landscape. He maintained the unity of the caliphate. He repelled attacks from neighboring empires. He always sought peaceful solutions whenever possible. He understood that war brought only suffering and destruction. His reign was ultimately one of peace and stability. He provided his people with security and prosperity. He left the caliphate stronger than he found it. His leadership serves as an example of how to navigate challenging times with grace and resilience. Section 7. A Legacy of Integrity. Al-Radi's enduring impact. Caliph Al-Radi Billah passed away in 1031 CE. He left behind a legacy of justice, compassion, and intellectual curiosity. He is remembered as one of the greatest rulers of the Abbasid Caliphate. His reign was a golden age for the caliphate. He ushered in an era of peace, prosperity, and intellectual flourishing, but his influence extends far beyond his time. His story continues to inspire people around the world. He reminds us that true leadership is not about power or wealth. It is about serving others with integrity and compassion. It is about leaving the world a better place than we found it. Section 8. Lessons from a Caliph, Timeless Wisdom for Today. What can we, in the 21st century, learn from a Caliph who lived over 1,000 years ago? Al-Radi's life offers timeless lessons. His emphasis on justice and fairness reminds us that all people deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. His compassion for the poor and vulnerable inspires us to reach out to those in need. His love for knowledge encourages us to never stop learning and growing. Al-Radi's life teaches us that true leadership transcends time. It is about embodying values that are as relevant today as they were a millennium ago. Section 9. Conclusion. Al-Radi, a beacon through time. Caliph Muhammad Al-Radi Billah was more than just a ruler. He was a beacon of light. He illuminated the path of justice, compassion, and knowledge. His story is a testament to the power of one person to make a difference. As we face the complexities of our own time, let us remember his example. Let us strive to lead with the same wisdom, courage, and compassion. Let us build a world where justice prevails, knowledge flourishes, and all people have the opportunity to thrive. That is the greatest tribute we can pay to the enduring legacy of Caliph Muhammad Al-Radi Billah.